Welcome to the Neuromasters Podcast, the place to reinvent yourself, master your mind, and change your life. Internationally recognized speaker, coach, and trainer Reg Malhotra will teach you tools to improve your mindset, change your behaviors, and let your relationships thrive. Are you ready to unlock the power of your mind? Here's your host, Reg.
Talking about purpose, some of you have asked me, trying to work out my purpose, what is my purpose? Well, there are different ways of looking at purpose. You're on purpose no matter where you're at. What we're looking for is depth in the purpose and going deeper with your purpose. Well, someone said, Shakespeare, I think, your calling or your purpose never screams at you. It only whispers. Are you listening? It only whispers. And it's like, the longer you don't see it, the fainter the whisper gets. And then you wake up one day going, I don't know what my purpose is. Have a think about what lights you up. The more it has, please write this down, OPC in general. And big organizations know that. Facebook doesn't say we're a social media company. They say we connect humanity. OPC means other people. So here are the two things, a compelling vision of the future plus OPC. Whatever you do, make sure there is an angle of other people's centeredness, which is OPC. It's actually a neuro hack. We call it a hack. Because if there is an angle that this is benefiting others, you feel more open to receiving. Simple as that. You feel good. I'm not saying do that all the time, but if someone is homeless and they just want a couple of bucks, like who doesn't feel good? We're naturally designed like that. Or if someone needs a bit of help, so think of it on a bigger scale. Most people don't even accept that in themselves, that they like helping others. It's a good thing. Doesn't mean you have to go and dish out all your help for free, but you got to own it in you. Now, we're saying that this appears to be the last day, but this could be the first day if you choose to look at it that way, because what we find is that it's like it's a step. It can lead you to something, then that can lead you to something. You've got to be in it to win it. People say, I've been in the search. Well, it's a great thing to be in the search. Some people don't even get started. Congratulations to you. You're in some way. One sentence I might say, one experience you might have will leave something in your unconscious mind that might leave you open to something else, and it leads to another thing. So speed of implementation is very important. There are people less qualified than you that are doing way better than you because they just progressed. They say, I'm just going to go in, make a move, see what happens, collect a lesson, and then because that opens up another door. If you walk through that door, then you may find the door on the other side. But you got to go through that door first. If you want to know all the doors, it can be a little bit problematic. And if you're not being able to get out of your way, if you know these skill set now, if you don't get out of your way, you don't tell people what you can do, how you can help them, then that's telling you that there is blocks and there is things you can certainly do hypnosis, but there is something that you need to work on. There's limiting decisions, there's negative emotions in the past, there are stories you're running. People say, I'm not ready yet. Well, what is ready? Ready is an illusion. Parents, were you ready to be a parent? How many parents were ready to be a parent? You're never ready to be a parent. And that shit hits you like a cyclone. It's like, what was that? No one told me that. Right? But we figure it out. We work with it. Parents are very powerful. Parents are very powerful. Because parents somehow managing their professional, personal, spiritual, whatever it is, while raising the kids. So you have to tap into that resource system. The way we are educated, although the education system cannot be vastly different because you've got to control all sort of characters, but it can be different. The education system is designed to give us this neurology that wait, right? And it doesn't give us the neurology of imperfect action. Please put that down in your books. Imperfect action. It's great to not make mistakes, but imperfect action will move you really fast because all important decisions are made on the basis of insufficient information. Brendan, think about the word organization. Companies are called Organization. Why aren't they called organized? Give microphone to Brendan. I want to hear this. Why do you think they are called organization, not organized? Because they're a company. It's a process.
Yeah, continuous process.
It's a continuous process. Have you worked in major organizations?
Yeah.
I've worked in major organizations, financial company institutions, and I can tell you, any day of the month, I can get the auditors in, and they will find that they owe millions to people, especially the banks. Because there is no such thing as a perfect organization. That's why it's called an organization. People come together, they're always working, fixing. If you looked at yourself as the CEO of you, how would you approach life? You are the CEO of Brendan. Process. But if I don't subscribe to that idea, then I'm waiting to, for example, would you only want to go for a bank who's perfect? Well, we think they are, but we all know. Anytime they can do an audit on NAB or CBA, anytime, I'm telling you, major audit, they'll find that there are cents owing to millions of people that adds up to tens of millions of dollars because you just can't be perfect. You're relying on technology. So I think the idea I'm impressing upon you is that all important decisions are made on the basis of insufficient information. All important decisions. Facebook did not even have an office, didn't lodge their taxes, nothing. I know I'm using Facebook as an example, but these guys were running it but they didn't have all the information. They knew what they wanted to do. Like Jenny said, you have to be on the path and the house shows up. Our team, they didn't know if they wanted to work here. They didn't know they wanted to do this. They didn't know they wanted to do enrollments. They didn't know they wanted to do coaching. But they learned this here and they said, well, what's the next step? Either you're looking too far, I want to be in front of millions of people. That's too overwhelming, right? Or your first step, if it's too small, too boring, then you get bored. You just got to look at what is the next logical step and go in, how will I get a learning from there? It's a very intelligent decision. By the way, you all are very intelligent to be here. I promise you that. This is a sign of very high intelligence. You're also very, very helpful, all of you. I've noticed that with each other and with us. And it's a very big sign of moving forward, what you did here by coming here. You can make your own evaluation whether it was for you or not, but I know your unconscious mind will be thankful. Things will change. Things will show up differently. So you're intelligent, helpful, and you're moving forward, this is a forward step. Right? So from here, for you to move forward, and this is a really good principle that I learned when I first got into business, is you always need a new identity, a new character. Because what got you here will not get you there. Right? You have to create this character, this identity, who has the qualities that will get you there. In fact, in our highest level program, MVP, one of the first things we ask students to do is they have to create a new character. The rock star, the magician, the wizard, whatever they've had from childhood that they know, the moment they see that, it changes their state, gives them a different identity. So new identity. You're all on the path of creating you're not going to leave yourself. I'm not saying, yes, you can be yourself. I think be yourself is a little bit overstated. There are many parts of you. You are many, many things, right? If we continually say, well, that's not me, well, maybe you need to do something that is not me. Did you do that, Angel, overnight? Did you find something to do that is not you? Did you get it? Huh? You did? Okay. I gave Angel a task. Do something that is something you wouldn't normally do. And what happens is right at that moment, it starts to change you at a neurological level, sometimes even a DNA level, for you to do something new, right? Hypnosis, okay, some of you got what you wanted, some of you are probably looking to see what more you can get, some of you probably thought it was going to be something different. But here's what I would say to you. Start with this journey and continue with the journey until you get what you want. Until you get what you want. You see, these kids, they don't know what no means. Kids don't know what no means. No, you're not getting it. Why? Because. Why? What is that neurology that says, I don't know, no exists? But as adults, we do want to say, we don't want to accept no, but we're worried about what would happen. We're worried about what if it doesn't work out. We're worried about what could happen, what could go wrong, instead of realizing that the intelligent way is that I'm going to get something. I'm going to learn something. Remember Milton Erickson? Just by being in that situation, he wanted to be in the boiler factory because he wanted to know how to communicate inside the boiler factory or inside.
Thank you for tuning in today. Are you ready to take the next step and find out what's keeping you from reaching your goals and creating the life you want? Go to go.neuromastersacademy.com/gs-lp for a free transformational mini workshop with Reg. See you next week.